So we were on that list. It happened to open up and we were like, are you kidding me?
What's up, you guys?
Hey everyone, welcome back to Jared and Britt.
Guys, we're pretty excited right now because we took a little bit of a road trip.
We ended up in sunny St. George.
Oh yeah! So if you guys saw any of our previous vlogs when we did the road trip with my parents and came down to St. George to take a look at possibly living here, we have had such a crazy last couple weeks ever since we left there up until now. Yes. That we had to make almost kind of like an emergency road trip down here.
You guys, so much has gone on. My goodness, for any of you that have been following us along on our house journey, first of all, thank you. It's been a journey. Let's just put it that way. It's been crazy. There's been ups, downs, turnarounds, everything you can think of, and here we are in St. George. For anyone that isn't super familiar with Utah, so St. George is about 3.5 hours away from where we currently live. Honestly, it's not that far. Like, we left last night at 8. We got in a little before midnight here.
But we also stopped and had dinner.
Yeah, we stopped and had dinner, and it was just went by like that. It's a beautiful drive through the desert. That was one thing I was a little concerned about, is kind of just the drive, because of course, as so many of you guys know, we are both close with our families, and that is one of the biggest factors that is playing into our decision right now of where to live and buy our first home.
So before we get into all the juicy details, we actually kind of have to tell you just kind of like the whole turn of events that we had.
Yeah, the whole story.
Oh yeah.
Grab your popcorn, guys. Sit down, find a seat, because it is a good story. So as you guys remember, we came down here with Jared's parents just to come scope it out. We had seen some awesome homes online and we were like, we've always loved St. George. Jared and I have always wanted to live somewhere warm. We just hate the snow. We are not cold weather fans. We both grew up in Utah, surrounded by snow, and we're just kind of over it. And we have been looking in different places ever since we got married. We thought about Florida at one point. We were really serious about moving to Hawaii a couple of years ago, but just neither of those have ever felt right now. The idea of St. George popped into our head and we were like, it's still a short drive from family, but yet we get our warm weather, it's beautiful, and the housing prices here are much better than where we currently live. It's definitely still a hot market down here, but you can get more for your money, which is awesome in our opinion as well. Because a lot of the big things that we're looking for, such as bigger yard, that's kind of important to us. Also, neighbors that aren't looking right on top of you everywhere. That's one thing. But we've kind of been just going back and forth, give and take what's most important to us. So anyways, we came down here, we fell in love with this brand new community that they're building. You guys, it is gonna be incredible. But there are gonna be these lagoons everywhere. There's gonna be shopping, dining, parks, just everywhere, soccer fields. Like, it's gonna be the new place to be in Southern Utah. So from that standpoint as well, it's such an incredible investment opportunity.
So the name of this place is called Desert Color, in case any of you guys are wondering. When we came down here with my parents, you guys, we absolutely fell in love with this one floor plan. It's the very first home that we walked into. If you guys have seen that video, if not, I will link it below in the description. So we ended up reserving a lot down here, but we really wanted something called a rim lot, which means you don't have any backyard neighbors.
There are only a few available, you guys. They are selling out so quickly. So that's why we reserved one. We just put some money down. You can always get it back, but we at least thought, okay, if we're considering this, we should put some money down and reserve a lot. So we did that, but here's where things get interesting. So that same night that we decided to put money down on this lot to reserve it, we got a message during dinner. We were eating dinner with Doug and Jolene, and it was from a realtor. If you remember a couple videos back, we went and toured a townhome. We weren't able to show you guys the inside of it then, but basically we really liked it. It was a townhome, so there were definitely some downsides to it, of course. Not being ideal. We kind of want a single family home, obviously, with a yard, not shared walls. So those are obviously the downsides to townhomes, but the inside was absolutely beautiful, move-in ready. There were some amazing features in the home, and the price point was awesome. Plus, it was right by family, which is amazing as well. Short, the townhome ended up becoming available and they said they would accept our offer on that home. The first offer fell through, so they came to us and we were like, oh my goodness, like this townhome is now a real option as well.
Yeah, so now we have two really real options on the table. We have the lot reserved, but it can't be built for a few months, or we can move into the townhouse now and our offer could be accepted.
Yes.
So you guys, we decided to put our offer in on the townhouse, keep that one, get the inspection done, get the appraisal done.
So guys, as of now, we are under contract with this townhome and we really love it. Like, we love so much about it. We've been out to it a few more times now, just trying to really see if we can envision ourselves living there. As Jared mentioned, we got it inspected. We are waiting right now for the appraisal to come back because the housing market is so high. For it being a townhome, it was priced pretty high. So we're really interested to see how the appraisal comes back on it. I think that's gonna be a big factor for us. We are kind of just at a standstill.
Actually, while we were boating with Jet Lens from Our Life in Holland, that was also a fun video, definitely go check that out. But while we were boating with them, the realtor here in St. George messaged us and said, hey, a rim lot opened up. So basically our dream house.
A rim lot means there are no backyard neighbors. So it overlooks the mountain range back here. Eventually, the one that is available for us, we were on a waiting list. We were like, let's just get on a waiting list because obviously not having any backyard neighbors is totally ideal. So we were on that list. It happened to open up and we were like, are you kidding me? Now,
yeah.
we were starting to feel really good about the townhome. And we still do feel good about the townhome, but now it's like, okay, now here's this awesome lot. It has a huge yard, you guys. The yard on this lot is gonna be big enough to put a big pool in, have a fun backyard. Like, it builds so many fun family memories there. So we were like, okay, well, we need to see this in person before, you know, we decide anything. So that's why we are here right now. We came down to view the lot in person. We also had a meeting early this morning at their design center because there's a few things, the floor plan we really like, it's already taken on that street. So anyways, there's a lot of components to this, you guys, and these are huge decisions. And so we just came down here, just the two of us. We were hoping that we can just feel some peace one way or the other, whether that be this is where we need to start our family and kind of set down our roots here in St. George, or if the right decision is back with this townhome up in Salt Lake.
We want your guys' opinion and your help. What would you guys do? I know it's kind of hard to envision the house here just because it is a brand new community, but our biggest drawback with the townhouse is, one, the yard is almost next to nothing, and that two, it is a middle unit, so you're gonna be sharing walls with your neighbors on both sides.
And it's already priced really high, so you wouldn't be able to build a lot of equity in the townhome because it's already so high.
Yeah, so we're definitely buying it at its peak.
Definitely.
And there's a good chance it's overpriced just a teeny bit.
But the huge positive to the townhome is, one, it's definitely within our budget. We feel super comfortable with it, which is awesome. And I feel like it's a good stepping stone into home ownership as well, kind of less to take care of, things like that. And obviously the biggest thing is it's still close to our family. So that's kind of where things sit with the townhome. Now, with the home here in Desert Color, you guys, obviously it's a brand new home, which is a huge plus. We're getting in at the early stages, so chances are we can build a lot of equity in this home, hopefully over time. And this community is awesome, you guys. There are gonna be so many fun things to do here. Just with Jared and I and all of our hobbies we love doing together, we feel like there's a ton we'll be able to do here together.
And this is a place that we could legitimately stay in for like 10 years plus.
Oh yeah, easily.
But with the townhouse, it's something that, like Brittany said, it would be a stepping stone. We'd basically be in the same position that we are right now 5 years from now.
The home itself is beautiful. The location is beautiful. No backyard neighbors. We'd have much more privacy. We could put in an awesome pool eventually in the backyard. Like, how fun would that be?
The finishes of the home, everything would just be exactly what we want. It'd legitimately probably be our dream house.
Yes. And then the thought of our families coming to visit us, building so many memories with them down here, we just think it'd be awesome as well.
Anyways, you guys, we know that you probably want to see the lot that we're talking about, so we will go ahead and show you that right now.
We've been here this morning in the neighborhood, you guys. We really, really like it. This is gonna be such a hard decision. Man, why can't things just be easy? And like, at one point, you guys, I mean, you guys know we have had like no options. We put in offers, like had no luck, but now we have two amazing choices. Yep. And now it's decision time. So
yep, we got the townhouse that's a little bit lower budget. It's a stepping stone, close to family. It's nice on the inside. Or essentially we have our dream house that's 3.5 hours away from family.
Yes, you guys. Okay, well let's go head over to the lot.